What's one thing in medicine that you can never unsee? This is potentially one that is a trigger for people. It's very graphic. Okay, so just go ahead and scroll away. If that's going to be too much for you, there's just some gore involved in the description of this event that I saw. So I was a resident working at a level 1 trauma facility, and we got a page that there was somebody coming in who was an unrestrained driver, ejected from his vehicle, and verbatim it said, "Throat slit from ear to ear." And we were all like, what could that possibly mean? And you know, we prepared the best we could for a really serious airway, because that's one of the things that can kill you the fastest, right? And our job as emergency physicians is to keep people alive, and an airway is one of the most important things that we can do, is provide a stable means to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. And a lot of times that means putting a breathing tube down somebody's throat if they've had a significant trauma. So we're ready for kind of the nastiest airway that we can imagine. And it was, this guy came in. I'll never forget what I saw. I was very young in medicine. And he truly was. He had been ejected from the vehicle, and he caught this like metal wire that was on the side of the road that was like hanging from one of the long poles, and it clotheslined him. So literally he took all of this force from being on a highway, got ejected out of the vehicle, and then took this wire to his neck. And it was a very difficult intubation. You know, structurally things were altered, and we were able to intubate him and get him to surgery to try to repair the significant damage to his neck. But when he first rolled in, his eyes were so wide, and the way he was breathing, it's called guppy breathing. But he was like head bobbing and very ineffectively trying to get air into his lungs. And sorry, his eyes were open. I can't even do it for you guys. I don't even want you to truly be able to visualize what I saw. But ever since then, I have been able to very rapidly imagine this guy, how he presented. As a young med student, I always wanted to see the gore. There was something where I was like drawn towards it. I don't know if that just made it more real to me, that somebody's life was truly on the line and it was my job to bring them back, or what, but I don't need that anymore. Honestly, the more you see stuff like that, the more you couple it with human suffering. You know, and there's nothing cool about that. There's nothing cool about another human suffering in front of you. I think I share stories like this because I want other people who have seen terrible human suffering to talk about it too, to address their traumas. And I think our families deserve for us to be emotionally present for them. So to be the best fathers and husbands and wives and mothers and sisters and brothers and sons and daughters, I think we need to address our traumas head on. Thank you for what you do.